Silk. Silk is soft, glowy, lightweight, and lovely. And so many women are unsure of how to style it. Hi, I'm Diana, and I love silk. That is no secret to anyone who's been watching this channel. And today is all about silk. I think that silk is a very intimidating fabric because people don't know how to care for it, how to style it, outside of wearing pajamas. And I'd agree that it's not so intuitive to style or to use, but once you learn the style principles, which we will go over today, you will find that silk absolutely enhances your style and your beauty. If you're into delighting your own senses, this is the video for you. I am so thankful to Mommy Silk, who has given us 5 pieces to mix, match, and style any way we want. And if you end up being interested in any of these items, you can use my coupon code below. We have a silk camisole with a lace edging. We have a beautiful pajama set, silk pants, and a gorgeous slip. I'm going to show you how to style these for night and day. That's the thing. Silk is so slippery and soft, people only think of it as a pajama material. But it's gorgeous for daytime, and it feels so good. So I'm going to show you the way that I mix these things up. It's going to be a lot of fun. I don't even know all the ways I'm going to mix it up yet, but I've pulled a lot of things from my closet to do so. So let's have some fun. This silk camisole, so integral to French girl style. First of all, it looks lovely. Check this out. Oh my goodness. A silk camisole is one of my favorite style items. This is going to be great to show you exactly what I need to tell you. Let's do a very quick look-see, shall we? This camisole looks and feels so much better than your average cotton tank top. Just as easy to throw on, but so much prettier. And a silk camisole, if you take good care of it, can last you years and years. This one, maybe a season. How do you use it? Well, I don't just use it like this. I love it peeking out of a sweater or out from under a shirt. Let me show you. Here's the big mistake people make with their silk items. They wait for some sort of fancy day to wear their fancy silk. No, you don't. You just wear your silk as a daily item instead of your saggy baggy tank top. And it looks so much prettier peeking out of your sweater. You don't even have to show the whole thing. The silk part is for you to feel. Nobody has to even see that silk for it to enhance your style, because you are going to feel great. And this little piece of lace edging is going to make everything look so much prettier. It's so feminine and so delicate. And it's not just for sweater season. Look at it. Look how pretty. This camisole is the style level up for a wardrobe. It's way better than your regular tank top. I feel like I'm just going to be shouting at you to look how pretty things are this whole video, because you know how much I love silk. So look how much this little detail here levels up this very basic outfit of linen skirts, denim shirt, pretty casual. But this silk camisole makes it so stylish. So suppose you still feel like this silk camisole is inside clothes. And it's not, but I understand that level of modesty. And maybe what you would want to do is give it a little bit of a button so it's really just a peek. So it just peeks out like that. And that's what makes this so French girl style. Let's talk for a second about that. I mean, you could wear any length skirt, right? I've just got these linen skirts on. So here we have a casual look, and that's why it's French girl style. It looks like I just tossed these clothes on and they just happened to me, and I'm just naturally so stylish. And the French girl picks better materials for her everyday outfits. And she's looking for things like silk, cotton, linen, wool, natural fabrics, because they look better and they feel better. And just look how pretty. Let's check out those pants. So here we are again with the denim shirt, and not only do we have the navy blue silk camisole, we have these wonderful wide leg navy blue silk pants. Look how beautiful these move. I can't even tell you how these feel. They almost give me goosebumps. So here's the thing, I'm wearing a silk outfit here, and you would think pajamas. But when you throw a more structured item over it, like denim, that has a little more substance to it, it starts to look like an outfit, especially if you add shoes that have a little bit of structure too, and maybe a pointy toe, and a bag. These things really help. So let's take a look here. We have cotton, natural fabric. We have leather bag. We have structured shoes with a little bit of a heel. All of these things are helping this look like a real outfit. And that's the thing that's difficult about silk, is that it's so soft. It's so soft. Like, how do you combat this level of softness? You have to think in terms of texture and structure. And when we add the structure, see how this is not soft? We add the structure of this material and the structure of this material. This softness is balanced out. I want to talk about this lace edging for a second. It's perfect. Perfect for the French girl style principle, the lil peak of lingerie. It's so beautiful and feminine. What a wonderful little detail. One of my favorite style principles because it makes you feel so pretty. What else can you do with silk pants? So let's use those style principles again. When styling silk, you want to add shape, structure, texture. Look at this beautiful little tank top with a peplum that has lace on the bottom. Perfect. So another style principle of how to take your silk clothes from looking like pajama town to daytime prettiness, maybe I could have said that better, is adding jewelry. Making sure that you're wearing a nice jewelry set. That's important for looking finished, really with any outfit. But more importantly, when you're trying to get something to not look like pajamas. Let's add more to this pretty outfit. I cannot get over how good these feel. I'm not kidding about the goosebumps. I have goosebumps on my legs right now because this feels so good. I wish I could zoom in and show you. It's not really on my arms, it's on my legs because that's where the silk is touching. And just look how beautiful and polished these look. They do not look like pajamas at all. And sometimes the key is just keep layering until you feel like it looks finished. Using the style principles once again, we want to add a structured tank top. This is a very thick tank top with ribs. It has the texture, it has the structure, and we're starting with this. This is not a styled outfit. Already, this looks and feels pretty, but I'm going to now layer on top of this. How about a linen blouse? Of course, linen has wonderful texture. It's a natural fabric. Of course, it's going to go with silk. And then I'm going to add this hat for texture as well. Let's finish it off with a pop of red bag. And now I'm definitely ready for a little city tour, a little walking tour, or museum hopping. So classy. I love it. Listen, I know I'm always saying this ain't no classy channel, but I definitely have my moments where I like to dress classy. I love to fit in. I love to look elegant. And sometimes I like to look a little crazier, but I need all of these items in order to mix and match for those looks. Let's switch it up a bit. I'm going to add these really buckly flats with a lot of hardware because I want to add more structure to this outfit. Speaking of structure, I'm going to add a more structured bag. I'm going to add this structured sweater shirt. So if you felt like maybe the camisole looks were too bare, you can definitely layer sweater materials on top of silk. You can add boxy shapes to these soft pants and it will really help them shine. They do shine. They literally shine. Another cool way to wear your silk pants, oh, this one's fun for me. We're going to do a little bit of metal mixing. I'm going to put on some silver jewelry along with my gold. I love how this looks. And I love how this entire outfit looks. It's relaxed, but it's classy. It definitely could go to work, but it could just go on vacation to Greece. That's what I feel like I'm doing. This is a really classy outfit, and it's built off of a simple V-neck t-shirt. A V-neck t-shirt, a relaxed blazer, and these gorgeous pants that make me feel so good. Not only that, flat walkable shoes, and that also is French girl style. I could totally wear this in Paris and blend right in. Maybe I would take off some of this jewelry if it was for Paris. And I might add a little pop of red bag. Let's talk about that slip. So I'm going to do something a little out of character, and I'm actually just going to wear a silk slip for you because I feel it's important to really show the details of this thing. And it's really no different than wearing a dress, so I don't even know what my problem is. So I just want to show you this beautiful lace edging again. This slip is so gorgeous. Of course you can wear it to bed. it would feel great to sleep in, and it's so pretty. And look at the lace edging at the bottom. Actually, I think I've tried on wedding dresses more revealing than this slip, but look at that pretty edging on the bottom and the pretty edging on the top. I just adore this little thing. So yes, you can wear it to bed, but you can also use it in other ways. First of all, can we do a little mix and match with the pink pajama top? Suppose I were going to wear this around the house or to bed. I think this is cute. It's a cute little combo. But let's talk about all the ways you can wear this slip. First of all, you can simply wear it as a slip. Slips are so hard to find. Not only thrifting, but brand new. It's been very hard for me to find a silk slip that I want to wear under my clothes. They either don't fit right, or they're not silk, or they're too long, and I feel like this is going to be the perfect under a dress slip. This is one of my favorite dresses. It's sort of a sweater material, and sometimes it just doesn't hang right, or it'll show underwear lines, even though it's thick, and I just want a slip underneath. And not only do I want a slip underneath, I love to have the little peak. And look how gorgeous that is. That is just the perfect amount. And not only that, now this dress hangs nicely. It's not showing any underwear lines or bulges. It's just gliding nicely over my body. What a luxury. This slip, if you take care of it, can last you your whole life. So let's take a minute to talk about silk care. I do hand wash my items, and it's not as hard as it seems. I just have a big bowl of lukewarm water and a very light detergent or baby shampoo, and I soak my silk items in there for at least 3 minutes, and I give them a good scrunch out. I rinse the water, I put in clean water, I soak them again for about 3 minutes, I scrunch all the water out in a ball, and then I hang them to dry. After they are dry, which doesn't take any time at all because silk dries fast, I hang them on a hanger and I steam them. And that gets rid of all the wrinkles and softens them up. And if you take good care of your silk without too much twisting or turning while they're wet, it'll last for a long time. You really could just keep layering beautiful fabrics on top of beautiful fabrics, and you're gonna have the most luxurious outfit. I just think this whole thing is so beautiful and classy, but at the same time, all of these fabrics feel like the most decadent outfit. How else can we use this slip? Let me show you. Layer it under a skirt, and now you've got a slip making your skirt swish nicely around, and you have a camisole that you didn't know you had. So now let's throw a shirt over this camisole. Flat, walkable shoes, suede skirt, tiny little sweater vest with nice details, and the little peak. It makes everything so much prettier. Not only that, it makes this entire outfit move so nicely against my body. A silk slip is a wonderful piece to have. It's an investment piece. Should I have buttoned that? Maybe. Yes, probably. The silk slip that I'm wearing underneath this outfit does not really show except for that little tiny bit. But I can't even tell you how much better it makes this outfit feel. It feels like a hug from the clouds. I think this is a really cute summery outfit. This silk camisole is so pretty. Yes, it can be out in the open. Yes, it can be out in public. Just make sure you're styling it with structured pieces that have texture, like a denim miniskirt, and like this beautiful blouse that I've put over it but left open that has these great details and a little bit of a peplum. Has nice little pleats and shape. All these things come together to help this not look like I accidentally stepped out without putting a shirt on. These all finish the outfit, and you get to enjoy your silk slip outside as well as inside. How about those pajamas though? Come on, can we wear those outside? You know what the answer is. If you've ever had the glorious chance to wear silk pajamas to bed, you know how they feel. Like I was saying earlier, the silk pants were kind of like giving me goosebumps. My whole body feels like that now. I love silk pajamas. I try to get a pair of silk pajamas every couple of years. And this pair is by far the best I've ever had. What's the difference? The beautiful stitching is just perfect. The thickness of the silk. Now you might even be wondering why mommy silk is called mommy silk, because it sounds like mommy, because mommy is a measurement of the thickness of silk. This pair of pajamas is gloriously thick, but suppose you don't want to invest in a pair of silk pajamas because you're only going to wear them at night, which is not a good reason because wearing them at night is for you and that feels great. But suppose you wanted to mix it up for day too. You want these to be more versatile. Let's take this super basic jean skirt and graphic tee outfit. Okay, now we're getting into like cool girl, queen baddie territory. How are you going to mix up these items? With confidence. You want to mix up the texture and the structure. You want to mix up opposite feeling fabrics, silky with like thick denim, for it all to work out. But I think this is super cute. Are you even thinking about me wearing a pajama shirt? No, you are not, because all you see is this glossy, glorious fabric and it looks nice. I mean, what else looks like this? I would definitely go to the farmer's market in this outfit. I'd go a lot of places in this. What else can we do? Let's talk for a second about the art of sensual dressing, and that is dressing to delight your senses. And silk does that for me. It absolutely delights my senses. I mean, it gave me goosebumps. That's exactly what I mean. And maybe things give you goosebumps in other ways, like the way something looks can give you goosebumps, literally or figuratively. But delighting yourself is so important in dressing. Feeling great, even if it's just for you. So here I am with my pajama top. This is not styled, but I was thinking that this pearl choker might make a good bracelet. Okay, well that one didn't fit, so we're going to do this one. Yeah, I have a lot of pearls. Okay, we're gonna tuck in at least the front. Already that's so pretty, the pink and the brown together. And I do have a brown linen blazer. Yes, these are technically yoga pants. You might recognize them from other videos, but they look like office pants, and that's what I love about them. So I just threw on this white leather belt to kind of just top everything off. I don't think we need this bracelet. I think that this outfit kind of sings on its own. I love the little flash of the gold and white belt. I love the brown outfit. I love the silky pinkness of this shirt. See how silk just adds that gloss, that glow that complements your skin. Really, I find silk an irreplaceable fabric. Satin is not the same. Satin can be synthetic fabrics and they feel sticky, hot, and itchy. Silk does not feel like that. It's breathable and natural. Okay, I'd like to do one last look, and it's more queen baddie, more individual style, very edgy look. So this is what I would do. Suppose I was going out on a very simple night on the town, like to a pub with my friends, but I wanted my outfit to have a very personal angle, a very much personal style look. I could pair these pajama pants with a little belt to make them look more daytime. This belt has leopard print. I'm wearing my New York t-shirt, and I'm wearing these very buckly shoes again. And this definitely needs something over it to complete it, but I already like where this is going a lot. When layering, just keep going. I actually love this cape over this whole look. This outfit almost doesn't make sense, but you know what I like about it is that with confidence, it totally does. And that's the style principle that you need to keep in mind, is with posture and confidence, almost anything works. So here we go with another personal style choice and texture. We've got structure with the cape. We've got attitude. Posture is important. We have confidence that these silk pants look like they belong. And if you believe it, then they do, because it's part of your personal style. There's so much in this outfit that's interesting to look at, and I'm ready for the pub. And if you were thinking about checking out any of these clothes for yourself, don't forget my coupon code. I hope this helped you style your own silk items. Thank you once again to Mommy Silk. I hope you had fun. I did. I'll see you soon.